Hello everyone. It's your boy Magid again from Sydney. Going to talk about a couple things. In this case, it's our lovely girl Ronda Rousey. So Jake Paul has went and did this whole card. I don't know about dream card or whatever. It's just AI pictures you can see, and he has set up a bit of a MMA card from the looks of things. So what did he do exactly? He went and got um, Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano, which is, I'm not sure if it's a fight that we've seen before. I think maybe we haven't. Let me have a quick look. Ronda versus Gina. So, featherweight matchup in 2026, returning MMA career of Ronda Rousey after 10 years of accent, and 17 for Gina. So, I don't know if these two have fought, but if they did, I don't remember it. All right, let me let me just see if I can break it down a little bit more about the people that don't know what is the whole situation with Ronda. Ronda has existed a while back when everybody was getting into MMA, so there weren't any girls in MMA, and Dana was sort of he said a few wild things. So excuse me, just got out of work. He said a few wild things about the fights, about the girls basically participating in the UFC, and those few things was like, heck no, it ain't happening in my lifetime. Then Ronda showed up, and it was like at that point, I think the UFC just has figured out how to blow people up. So they had a formula. They had the Anderson Silva, the George St. Pierre was like their best guy and all of that. And then his girl just came out of nowhere. And she took it. And boy, did we eat it. Ooh. This girl this girl was saying some outrageous stuff and we were loving it. We look at you look at her, you look at a photo of her. So if I have a look here, you look at a photo of her. We thought she was the bee's knees. I thought she was hot. She was a whole thing. Even the porn industry was coming to her about something called Ronda Rouse Me or some shit or something like that she turned down. But she was saying stuff like, I can beat Floyd Mayweather. I was like, yeah, maybe at the time because she destroyed everybody. So the whole belief was, okay, we gonna you can put her in front of anybody, male or female, and she gonna handle business and she gonna come through. Little we find out, like in hindsight, she went ahead and she believed it because we believed it, and there was no other girl that can beat her. But it was a whole new industry, and at the same time she was around, there was this other chick called Chris Cyborg who has proven that she's one of the best of all time at this point, and she went and she was beating everybody else outside of the UFC. So the UFC did everything to just keep her away from Ronda, including accusing her of some stuff. No, maybe not directly. Maybe I'm just embellishing the story a bit. It's been a few years. Leave me alone. And bro, and then we found out they put her against Holly Holm, who was a really good boxer, really good stand up, really good MMA, and she lit her up. They put her through Amanda Nunes, and Amanda Nunes beat her like she owed her money. And the whole time we understood that the UFC knew that all of that facade would go away. Saying all of that to say this is Ronda coming out here and going and critiquing fighter pay. She came from the Olympics and she was like a silver or maybe bronze medalist or something. But the way you hear it at those times, we all thought she would have got the gold if she wanted to. She was armbarring everybody and their grandma, and if she would have got you down, she would have went to the armbar. But we didn't know. We didn't put her with they didn't put her with proper black belt. They put her with people that are on her level, maybe more amateurish. At least that's what it seems like at the time. If you look at the girls from back then and the girls from now, and it's like they're different. And then she said that the UFC is now prioritizing shareholders cost-effective matchmaking over putting on the best possible fights. When they're doing what they can with the best possible fights with whatever it is, and they're paying the fighters way more continuously. And then she's like, oh, the White House card is garbage. Yes, but every headliner on your card was made by the UFC. You guys can't wait and hope to God that the UFC releases John Jones. And then it's like, where is this coming from? Who in the bejeebies comes out here and goes out crazy? Like, can you sit down somewhere and just allow us to just understand what's going on with the rest of the world while you're there? What are you talking about? How are you headlining over Francis Ngannou and over Nate Diaz? I've never followed her on the WWE scene, so I don't know how good she is over there. But I don't think she was that good. I think there would have been a reality check over there. Because wrestlers, they take their stuff seriously and they have to reinvent themselves every time. And it's insane. So now you're coming back into MMA under Jake Paul of all people, and you are going completely bonkers. And you're promoting this thing by pooping onto the UFC that is now is paramount. Am I mistaken that you're not making a career of this and you're only doing one fight? And maybe you can promote it a little bit better? Jake Paul is ongoing. Jake Paul is happening. Jake Paul is popping. Who in the bejeebies are you? I don't know. I'm probably going to watch the thing because everybody got Netflix. I don't have Netflix, but I'm going to bum it off someone. I'm going to be all right. And I'm going to watch it. So now let's go into some actual possible fights that we're looking at. We got Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. I love that they put their stuff in the UFC cage. Like all three of them, which I just realized as I said that. And they're wearing UFC kits, a lot of them. That's just mean. So now we go Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. Okay. Is that gonna be a stand-up only? Like, do they both remember MMA? None of them fought MMA in a long time, and I'm worried about talking about Nate Diaz in that kind of way. But accidentally mess around and end up in the wrong place and run into dude, and there's like, all right, well now I gotta figure out who I am. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a good fight. I don't have a horse in the thing. I made this video to just in my best foot forward at cussing out Ronda. Now we got Francis. We are finding stuff about Francis that is not as flattering anymore. And we know he hasn't fought for a while, and we don't know if it's due to injuries, if it's due to contracts, if it's due to money, if it's due to a million things. But we know that he had that. Oh, excuse me. He had that contract with the PFL, and then and now he's out of it, and that's all good and sweet. Maybe he goes back into it after this, but obviously, hopefully he's making his money, but at least he's the only one clear, and he's not. He doesn't seem to be talking crap about other people. They say the UFC was looking at the return of Nate Diaz, and the return of Nate Diaz would have been where? In the White House, wouldn't it? It would have had to be in the White House. Where else would it be? We're looking for an opponent for Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is like, I will fight the booties out of a freaking teddy bear at this point. Like he is absolutely busting at the same. He's sober. I don't know. The cocaine dealers must not be very happy at the moment. Like, they probably lost their biggest guy. But that's the short of it. Ronda need to shut up. Nick Diaz, I think I'll take him over Mike Perry. I think Mike Perry is awesome when it comes to power, when it comes to tenacity and everything. But those are the people that, I don't know if you remember Donald Cerrone, that Nate Diaz beats. Assuming he's got the same durability, that he's training, that he's all of that. But even if he's not, like, the dude is as tough as they come. Go and watch Leon Edwards fight. He's never had a fight, and you can't really take him out. Go watch the Jake Paul fight, and then Francis and that Lynn's guy. I don't know what to tell you. Probably Francis win, because I don't know who it is he's fighting. I think they're hoping that the John Jones thing get released, or somebody else that is an ex-UFC guy comes up. I know we have, I saw something about Junior Dos Santos and some other guy, I don't remember, that they're fighting over somewhere. What's gonna happen? Who knows? Long story short is, like, Ronda, chill out, man. Like, seriously, what are you doing? For the rest of you, thank you for tuning in, keeping it nice and short. Ronda need to shut up. That's about it. Peace.